Hi. Sorry, I'm late, you guys. Hold on, let me check if you guys can actually hear me. Hi, I'm so sorry I'm late. I had an early dinner, and it was like before, I noticed it was before 7. I thought, oh, well, maybe I could get a nap before I stream. And then boom, I wake up, it's like 9:10. And yeah, now we're here. Sorry, I'm so late. I also need to give the game some time to get to download the new patch. Hi Sticks, let's go! Alright, sorry I'm late. I just woke up. Oh man, I don't know what happened, but I had a great nap. Does it really count as a nap if it's over 2 hours? Alright, let me just make sure you guys can hear and see everything first. Also need to give the game some time to download the new patch. We're finally doing the Karenina chapter, and we got the new Karenina coming in. So yeah, I can't wait. I'm wondering like how many of you like actually are gonna be, you know, going for Karen. I know she's like pretty popular, but also, you know, a bunch of you probably already spent your pulls on your black cards on Alpha. So maybe you guys are just keeping, I don't know, keeping your black cards for another character. Maybe a newer character than Karenina. I mean, good thing we got Helentine for free at least. Oh my god. Okay, it's almost done. The download is almost done. Yay! I get to... I guess, yeah, this chapter is also gonna be the chapter that will get me to decide whether or not I want to pull for the new Karen, huh? I see her on the PGR loading screen here. She looks very cute. Very pretty. I can't believe how good all white looks on her. Like, this is kind of... Honestly, this is kind of making me think that she might be related to, you know, Lucia, Alpha, and Luna. But I know they're not, right? I mean, they didn't show her parents, but she had her grandpa in the... Huh. Actually, that could have been, like, her adopted grandpa or something. Could she be related to those two? Would be kind of fucked up, though, if, you know, the two sisters like grew up with their parents and she grew up with a random old man. Hey, you got her! Okay, you SSS'd her. Good. So that means that people are excited for her then. It could be the tsundere. The tsundere appeal is what got people excited, I guess. Oh my god. It's almost time. Steering by Light, August 19th version update. This is... Actually, I should check. This is Karen... which Karenina is this? Karenina. Okay, it's not Skyer. Skyer is the... It's not Ember as well. Skyer and Ember are the old ones. Huh, it looks like the wiki hasn't been updated for the new Karen frames yet. So, I guess I'll find out what it's called. I'm sure I can just check the official PGR YouTube channel. But I'm not gonna. I mean, I'm very close to opening the game anyway. You're thinking of getting her coding or not? Oh, that's right. She probably has like the alternate universe coding like what Alpha got, huh? Hello, you just listened to Karen's OST. Last resort again. Hello, hi Durs. Sorry, it's taking a while to open because I'm just downloading the game now. I got distracted by sleep, and that's why I was late starting the stream today. It was a nice sleep though. I slept from like just before 7 until 9:10. Alright, download complete! Karen time, Rojak, yay! One of the overused but still badass OSTs in the game. I did notice that they like to overuse some OSTs, but it's fine. I mean, if when the music hits, it just hits, you know? Sometimes it is what it is. Oh, wait, you guys. Oh, did I mute the game? I forgot that I muted it. Ah, more downloading. Physical Breaker, Karenina Effulgence? Okay. So that's the name. Bianca Crepuscule. Oh, she got a new beach bikini. Oh, that was very distracting. The bikini. Bianca, oh my god. Bianca is like the CEO's favorite, right? So no wonder. Alright, so I'm gonna go back to the starting screen because at least this has music. Last resort, Karen time. I'm pulling for Sundari Captain. I might. I actually it depends because again, I haven't really gotten to like you know, oh my god, if you can't tell, I'm seeing Bianca's boobs again. I got distracted again. I haven't gotten caught up with the story, so like I don't know what exactly is gonna happen to these characters, but so far, you know, I kind of really want Karen. So far, I might. Beware jump scare. The G is pronounced as a J. Oh, hello Mike. Hi, sorry I'm late. So it's effulgence. It smells like cat fur where you're at. It smells like cat where I'm at too, because I have Aang staying in my room. Aang is sleeping right now. Glad you're not too late. No, I was late because I just woke up from sleep. I woke up at like 9:10. I don't know why. I wasn't expecting myself to be tired. What the heck? Reverse 1999 dropped an anime? Why am I only just hearing about this now? It's probably just a animation video on their YouTube channel. But cool. So, sounds like everyone's gonna be releasing an anime before Genshin Impact at this point. Because I'm pretty sure that Ufotable wants to wait until they've released all of the Demon Slayer movies before they, you know, they actually start working on the Genshin stuff. Hi, Spirit! Surrender to Sundari powers. Squish the Karen. Get bonked by the Karen. You're dying over here. I'm also dying. It's like so hot today. Oh, dying from studies. Yeah, probably that. Because if I'm not mistaken, you already started your classes, right? Well, good luck, Spirit. I gotta be honest, I do not miss being a student. Not at all. Huh, so I just noticed the little stars in the new Karen's hair. Those are, like, actually part of her hair. They're not some kind of, like, hair clips or something. Oh. She looks so good. And Bianca's boobs also look so good. I'm glad she got a new bikini. Like, damn, she really is the CEO's favorite, huh? Ah, come on, download faster. Why is Southeast Asian internet so slow? They showed you maths above your pay grade and you love maths. I mean, technically, you're not getting paid to learn this. You're paying them to teach you this, right? So, once again, good luck. Maths is something I cannot help with at all. Anytime the games give me puzzles including maths, I just go blank screen. I cannot. No maths for me. Like a nemesis from Resident Evil. Once said, stars. Oh my god, she looks so cute. I can't look away. Not from Bianca's boobs. Those also I can't look away from. But Karen's whole wardrobe. The hat and stuff. Am I actually gonna pull for her? I don't think I have enough black cards, but that's not gonna stop me from trying. She looks so cute in all white. Again, with the white hair and stuff, kinda makes me wonder if she is somehow related to Lucia and Luna and Alva, you know? Oh, she looks so cute. Wanted to buy Bianca skin, but everything in your dorm is very expensive. Yeah, it's best for you not to spend any money, especially since, you know, you just basically started your studies right now. I remember what it was like for me to no, best not to give the gacha games any of your money for now. You pulled for Garen and got her in the first 10 pull. Damn! Been seeing a lot of art of the new Karen on Twitter. Everyone likes her. It's the tsundere, right? It's the pull of the tsundere. You can't look away. She's so cute. She's awesome. With the hat too. Oh, I don't know why the hat just looks so good on her. I mean, not that I hate her hoodie from like her very first frame. I think that like made her look cool, but the hat makes her look cute. It doesn't make her look more professional to me, it just makes her look more adorable. If you got lucky, everyone will. I hope that kind of luck finds me, you know, if I do end up pulling for her, which I don't know if I will yet, but I might. You heard her new chapter got big budget. Oh, voice acting and better animations with in-game engine. Karen's weapon came at pity. Alright, I need to figure out if I have enough black cards for her weapon too. Decisions. Again, I probably, if I do end up pulling her, I probably won't do it until after I finish chapter 19, you know, until after I get a little more character development from her, just cause I want to see what kind of development she gets. You saw some posts of it too. So everyone is really liking the new Karen, huh? This is just making me want her more. Also, I just realized that a lot of people are liking my new short way more than I expected. Last I checked, I have almost 400 subscribers now. 2 days ago, I had like 330 something. Like, are you guys okay? I guess the Sons of Caledon pulls in big numbers, huh? Damn. I wasn't expecting it to do that well. Or maybe it's because, like, you know, it's been months since I posted any kind of short. Maybe that's why. But damn, I appreciate it though. So, you know, to any newcomers in the chat who are tuning into the live stream, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. You guys are, like, really good. And yeah, I guess the Sons of Caledon really do bring in big numbers. Goddamn. Thank you again, everyone. We're halfway through download. Come on, Karen. Please, Karen. I guess this isn't Karen's fault. This is the fault of Southeast Asian internet, huh? You guys, how have you been? Like, I know that Spirit is, you know, starting a new semester and stuff, but how about the rest of you? Everything okay with you guys? Rojak, you recently got a blackout and stuff. I hope everything's already settled with that. Everyone likes something Sons of Caledon, to be fair. You would hope that Hoyog knows that. You would hope that they bring back the Season 1 characters a lot more. Not that, you know, the Season 2 characters are horrible. It's just... even the Season 3 characters, I guess. It's just they're not as good as the Season 1 characters. I don't know. It could just be, you know, nostalgia, bias. It just feels like I'm more attached to the Season 1 characters than I am to the later characters. I mean, they did a good job of making me like the Angels of Delusion. I wasn't expecting to like the Idol faction that much, but they're cute. They're good girls. I like them. You want your Caesar altar already? Karen, trying to serve the big ship into my home might take a while. She drives? Like, I know she was in charge of keeping Babylonia from falling, but she can steer a ship? Should she? Does she drive the way number 21 and Noctis drive? Because we know that they can't, right? We know that they can't. Blackouts still happen, but at least internet is normal now. And you have power banks. Still, it's gotta be a little scary, right? Not that I'm thinking that you're scared of the dark or anything. It's just, you know, not having power like that. Your fridge is down, your internet is down, and then you gotta charge all of your stuff. That's gotta suck. I'm glad that you at least, you know, that you at least have internet now. And you got your power banks, that's good. Is there like... I guess if you have a car, then you could just stay in your car too. But if you don't have a car, then where do you go? Do you just stay at work in your office? So I guess you wouldn't be allowed that, right? Since you work in a school, I believe, if I'm not wrong. Or you could be a lawyer. One of the two. You've mentioned both. Karen, please, Karen. It's almost time. Karenina. And Bianca's boobs. The only thing that sucks is the AC. God. Yeah, that's another thing. It's just... I don't know what's going on with my city, but when I went to go see my grandparents, my grandma, last weekend, the second we crossed over into her state, it was raining, it was pouring, and then I come back to this state, to my state, the state where the city I'm living in is in. Not a drop of rain. I hear thunder sometimes on some days, but not a single drop, and it's just so hot. I don't understand what's going on. Micro! Karenina time! Your knowledge of Karen, you're as baffled as me about the boat thing? Okay, I haven't read the new chapter yet. Micro! It's been a while since you've actually written something in chat, and you've written something about Karen. I'm sorry to disappoint you, but it's taken a while for me to get to Karen. I'm still downloading the new patch. Yeah, I know, right? I just noticed. Like, what the fuck? Why is it at 400 already? Damn, everyone really loves Sons of Caledon, huh? Thank you, gods of Sons of Caledon, for giving me big PP sub numbers. Yes. Thank you, Micro. Glad to see you back. I hope that the rest of you are okay. You know, there's sticks. Mike, you guys don't have to tell me any personal information about your lives, but, you know, I hope things are going well. Micro, you too. I hope that everything's been okay with you recently. Recently, for me, it's been fine. Like I said, it's been a year since my father passed away, and so we very recently set up his... I don't know what it's called, but like in my country, after you bury someone, you need to let the ground like settle first before you put like a stone. It's not a slab, but it's more like a stone fence, I think, something around it, you know. So we recently did that. It's very nice. We even added a little stone stool like close to it, so that when my grandmother comes to visit my dad, like she has some place to sit. And my dad is buried like under a tree, so at least, you know, she also has a has some shade. Maybe we can react to Karen teasers while we wait. I'm worried about spoilers, you know. Last time Wesley like showed me the part where Karen's cheek got squished in the trailer. That was cute. That was adorable. But yeah, I'm worried about any spoilers though. I'm already at 85%, so we don't have to wait for much longer. Oh, when I visited my dad last time, I saw like this huge lizard. It's not a Komodo dragon or anything, but definitely it was the monitor lizard. And my youngest brother was with me, and he just immediately walked towards it. And I like yelled at him for having the survival instincts of a white woman. That boy, he can't, no. He has to understand that nature is not forgiving. You don't write much because my stream is in the middle of the day for you. Oh, so you do other stuff while I play in the background. Okay. Yeah, so you and Rojak and Mike, you guys really like to hear me yap as, I don't know, ambient noise, as white noise music for you guys, I guess. That's nice. As long as my you know, voice doesn't annoy you guys too much. Yeah, so I don't understand my youngest brother sometimes. Like the lizard was not small, okay? It was huge, and it was kind of panicking. It was because it was trying to find a way over the fence of the graveyard. It was trying to get out, It especially panicked more when it saw us, and the boy just walked up to it. I had to pull him back. I don't... Are all boys like this? Is this normal for you guys? So many people doing Karen's stream now. Yeesh. I mean, she did just release in like less than 24 hours. It's kind of normal. I guess also because she's really popular. It's Karenina. Look at her. How could you not? You do enjoy the yap? Freak Hasha noises. You love it. Okay. Well, good thing you guys can get this entertainment for free then. Look at her, she's sleeping so cute. And she's holding the little cap. What's it called? A pilot's hat, I think. I'm pretty sure that's a pilot's hat. And then there's boobies. Boobas! No comment on the boobas. They're very appreciated. She's definitely the favorite of the game. A huge. Is there a court close to there? No, it's right next to woods, like a lot of woods. There's the Muslim graveyard where my dad is buried, and then right across the road is a Chinese graveyard, a Buddhist graveyard, and then like further down the road, like right next to both graveyards, are just woods. It's just a little forest, and yeah, I guess that's where the monitor lizard came from. I just gotta say, it was huge, and I'm glad it kept its distance. And I was worried about my brother for not keeping his distance. 99%. Come on, Karen. So just to let you guys know, I'm gonna be playing a little longer than to make up for being late. New Karen song. Your lawyer joke didn't land. That was a... Oh, because lawyers are supposed to be reptiles. Okay, now I get it. I'm sorry, I don't really know much about what lawyers are known for. What? It already defaulted to the new music. Damn. Okay. Okay. I'm sorry, Karen. Oh, wait. Okay. This is cute. You know what? Yeah, that's fine. We can just leave this new music then. Because we are doing a Karenina chapter. It's not the latest chapter. But... Oh! Karen! Philo Tree chapter. Go... No. Not yet. Not yet, Karen. Give me time. Give me time to catch up, Karen. I gotta do this one first. A New Divide, which is, I think, a Linkin Park song. Let's go! Let's go! Brazen Fire! So finally, we are outside of... Who are you? We've escaped chapter 17's timeline. This is something that happened after that music jump scare. That's what you meant by jump scare. You know what? I like it. It's appropriate for this Karen chapter, I guess. It's limited music too, so does limited mean I have to pay for it if I want to keep it? Huh. I know some of the OST, like I gotta pay to unlock it. But I guess I was expecting they give that Karen music at least for free. Who are you, Norman? A long, long time ago. There was a bunch of happy rabbits. Every day they enjoyed a meal of carrots that grew from the earth. Fun fact, you're not supposed to give your rabbit carrots too much, because it has too much sugar in them. Their lives were blissful, free from worry. One day, they discovered that carrots bathed in the moonlight would become even sweeter and tastier. Really? The gears in their little brains started turning. Wouldn't it be great if we could eat these extra sweet carrots all the time? Why don't we just keep the moon with us then? Is this an actual story? An actual, like, folklore thing? How would we do that? Hold her back! Hold her back! Grab a rope! Let's pull the moon back! Eager to taste the sweetest carrots ever, the rabbits worked together, twisting and weaving the carrot leaves until they made a long, long rope. Looks like he's from modern times. He does. He doesn't look like he belongs in the PGR timeline. Norman, carry you. For this one, yes, it comes with PGR concert background. Oh, in the shop. Okay. Do I break my free-to-play streak Just for the Karen song. Decisions. It's a real myth. Okay. Hiya, hiya. They finally grabbed a hold of the moon. Using their combined might, the Wabbits tried their hardest to tie down the moon in the sky. We'll soon get our bellies full. We'll soon get our bellies full. The rabbits cheered and chanted. Did they actually get what they hoped for in the end? Well, is that guy gonna turn out to be Karen's grandpa or something? Is that Karen's grandpa as the young'un? New divide. Across this new divide. The hospital again. It's been a while since Grey Raven returned to Babylonia with the survivors. The doctor from Star of Life said you started sleeping since Liv reverted to the Eclipse frame. Oh, she's back in her old frame. That's good. So you have no idea how much time has passed. Norman Revival Plan. It's named after him? You want to buy so many things in it. You were seemingly heavily infected when you retrieved Liv's mind shards. So much so that despite getting her back, you fell unconscious while she changed her frame. I mean, hey, at least, we're not completely corrupted. Oh, right, hypocrites. You suffered a deadly concussion. I know you've miraculously awakened, but the truth is, I wasn't expecting you to wake up at all. You seem a little disappointed in that, Dr. Hippocrates. Making comprehensive notes on your report, the Star of Life doctor frowns as she goes over the thorough records. Got a spare $50, I think you'll need it in the future. Yeah, save that $50, Spirit. You just started a new semester. You need it for other stuff. Rather go to ninja times, be a ninja. Cowboy times, be a cowboy or cowgirl. I think both of them would be racist towards me because I'm not Japanese or white. Honestly, I don't know. I don't know if I could survive in a time where the internet wasn't invented yet. Maybe ninja times, I guess? Humans die from corruption. Yeah, true. So at least it's a good thing that the Commandant wasn't corrupted to the point of death. Your mind beacon is still slightly corrupted, and your body is still covered in old injuries, so you're not leaving until I say otherwise. So we still have that hole from where we became a donut. Stay in the rehabilitation room instead of going on missions if possible. Alright, if possible. No, we stay! There's no more end of the world. Lucia, Lee, and Liv are trying to kill themselves to sacrifice everything for everyone. No, we stay here. No more emergencies. Also, don't walk around on your own just because you're feeling a bit better. You hear me? I won't. Rabbit and the moon is common. Yeah, I know it's it's because like the craters on the moon look like there's a rabbit, look like the shape of a rabbit, like making mochi or something. That one I knew, but I didn't know like there was a myth about rabbits trying to pull the moon down to earth to get sweeter carrots. The moon like grew. You're only racist towards Orion-bred haters. That's not a race. That's a lifestyle choice. You feel a surge of embarrassment as the doctor departs with a distrustful gaze. A familiar voice speaks beside you. Simon! Hey! You're alive! Even though the game made it seem like you died early on, but you're here! You heard the doc. Get some rest, Chief. Just ask me if you need something. Simon closes the book he's reading and turns to look at you with kindness. He is similarly covered in injuries, but he looks well. Alright, there's a little too much good news at the start of this chapter. Something's gonna happen. I can feel it. You're gonna go kill something? Okay, good luck. Which orange? The color or the fruit? Colorist. You should go eat the comfort food. Yeah, apparently, like, orange-flavored bread is a thing, Mike. So, we are all equally disgusted by that. In this stream, bread, but in orange flavor. Yeah, they're probably discharging me tomorrow after the inspection today. HQ told me that they designed Dark Aries with new members after I'm ready. Yeah, I think he was working with Yatta because he didn't have any other members of his group, right? He didn't have any other constructs with him. Oh, no. The one working with Yatta was the one that looked like Yu-Gi-Oh! I forgot his name already. Huh. Well, he did already lose one of his constructs at the ARU. Are you staying in the army? Simon is not as adamant as other soldiers, and there does not seem to be a reason he must stay in the army. After that excruciating battle, no one would bat an eye if he applied for early retirement. Would they allow it, though? Because supposedly Simon has, like, the second best, psychic or, like, mental strength, to us, to the Grey Raven Commandant. Would they allow such an asset to just retire? Like, what if something happens to the Grey Raven Commandant again? Yes, fruit bread. Like manufactured oranges, the unnatural flavor. I suppose someone like me, who always got last place, doesn't make the most reliable Commandant, does it? No, you're pretty good for you to be considered second place to Grey Raven. I didn't mean that. Smiling with a hint of embarrassment, Simon fiddles with his book before revealing a resolute gaze you've never seen. This is a textbook from FOS College. I never really read through it back in school, which would explain my grade. Honestly, Simon, same. I don't think I've ever actually finished reading a textbook, like, from cover to cover. But if I can start learning new tactics and consider new perspectives, perhaps I will save a lot more lives in the future. Just like you did, Chief. The only fruit bread you had was banana muffins, if that counts. Really good. I know there's such a thing as banana bread. I don't like those either. I don't know what it is about bananas, but, like, the taste and the aftertaste it leaves me, it gives me a headache. Like, it gives me a migraine. So, yeah, banana bread also is not for me. You will, Simon. Yeah, thank you. Right, didn't you say I could ask you if I need something? Of course, what do you need? I need more pillows and I need nice snacks because hospital food sucks. Are you sure this is fine? The doctor told you not to walk around. Oh, I didn't think we'd be asking for this. You wrap your arm around Simon's shoulder, walking along a corridor in the Star of Life Medical Center while your whole body is in pain. Why are we doing this? She said not to walk around on my own. That's why you're the chief. You clearly twisted her words, but I'm still convinced. Nanas are fine. You agree with Rojak. Lucia and Lee's frames were heavily damaged after the battle, their minds showing signs of infection. Still, repaired and examined, they have since recovered and started going on missions with other squads. Oh! Damn, they really couldn't wait to put my Grey Ravens back in action, huh? You worry most about Liv. She switched to the specialized frame without a commandant to stabilize her mind, and now the damage has put her in a coma. Ah. Her treatment marred by the unknown qualities of her new frame. Poor Liv. So we're here to visit Liv? We're here, Chief. Stopping before an ICU ward, you look through its thick glass window and see Liv surrounded by a lot of medical devices. Banana gives me a headache. Did I ever take magnesium pill? No. Honestly, the only kind of, what's the word? The only kind of supplements I take are, like, the generic vitamin C gummies. Like, my mom used to give me that a lot when I was growing up. And now that I'm an adult, I only take creatine. Even then, I don't really eat it all the time. I only take creatine when I actually exercise. Right after I exercise, I'll take some. Liv saved everyone back there. I'm sure she'll be fine. Without her risking her life, no one would have survived that encounter. Not Lucia, Lee, or even the entire human race. Not to mention this moment of respite she's given you all. But the girl who saved the world is now slumbering here, and the only thing anyone can do is pray. Liv. Oh, Liv. You probably felt the same when you were in a coma, Chief. Her condition will not get any better with you staying by her side and doing nothing. Those who can still contribute should act. Let's go back. Alright, you still have physical therapy this afternoon. The doctors are going to be mad if you miss it again. Again? Damn, Commandant, you really are a really bad patient. Simon suddenly stops, recalling something. By the way, Chief, do you know a construct from the engineering force named Karenina? I know! I know her! I know her! She had a little tsundere moment with me on the beach. Hilda, Hassan. So, okay. I guess he's not Karenina's grandpa. Norman? I'm sorry, Mr. Representative from Norman Mining Corps. They have mining in the apocalypse? I mean, I guess it's necessary, but you need a representative for the miners too? Leonardo Norman, but Norman will do. That's the name people know after all. Norman Mining Corps controlled almost every mining operation on the surface back in the Golden Age. Oh. After Babylonia retreated to space, gave up its operations on Earth and turned its gaze toward the moon. So he's a moon miner. Okay. The rich helium-3 reserve on the moon is what powers Babylonia every day. It's even used to trade for essentials with earthbound organizations like the ACA. If you guys can hear that, that's just the wind blowing very hard. It's nice, but it's not the same as rain, and I think that's just a false alarm for rain. But who knows? The weather might surprise me. It might turn into a thunderstorm during the stream, in which case I hope that the power does not go out. Hey, Hound! Your personal favorite chapter because of the OST. Everyone's been hyping up the OST, it seems. Construct and weapons and ships are made of metal. You know, you were surprised too. I mean, yeah, that should have been, you know, could have been common sense, huh? I guess I'm mostly surprised that they need a representative for the miners on, you know, this war council. Basically, it's a war council. On the other hand, Norman Mining Corps' comprehensive knowledge of the surface also makes it an important partner of the WGAA. That's the one that Ayla works with, right? Should have hired Minecraft YouTubers. They love it. I'm not making that joke. I'm not saying it. Councilman Norman, this is a very important meeting. We don't need you telling us a bedtime story here. Come on, everyone's so serious right now. I thought it lightened the mood, no? Why do you have pink hair though? Wait, no, is he related to Ayla? Or Teddy? Or Ishmael? Is that why? The other council members sigh and sneer, not worrying that Norman can hear them. But Norman does not react. He seems to be familiar with this kind of response. I guess everyone else is also questioning why a miner is being represented in the war council, huh? Norman Mining Corps has never been interested in politics, but they have sent the infamously perverse eldest son of the family to this council meeting for some reason. Perverse? Okay. Nicholas sighs while Hassan nods, crossing his arms, intrigued. Why is chat now wider? It's wider? I honestly didn't notice. Is it? Let me... do. Okay, just a little bit. So, did the rabbits pull the moon back in the end? Oh, he was telling the story to them. Oh, well, they were rabbits, weren't they? Of course they couldn't pull off a stunt like that. That would be ridiculous. Yeah, you need a shrink gun and also, like, a dozen banana-shaped minions to help you with that. At least. Minimum a dozen. Unlike the part where they grabbed a hold of the moon with a rope. Norman ignores Nicola's interruption and continues, chuckling. But the sweet, sweet carrots were all the rabbits could think about, so they wouldn't let go of their rope. Eventually, the moon pulled them away, and the rabbits ended up on the surface of the moon, never to return. So, who's the rabbits in this analogy? Is Karenina gonna be the rabbit? Is she gonna be sent to the moon? We named them Stone Shatterers, Mineral Pickers, Rough Collectors, Norman Stone Shattering Core. So what? The rabbits wouldn't worry about that, obviously. They honestly thought the moon was theirs. They cheered triumphantly. After all, they were just a bunch of happy rabbits. Are you suggesting that humans are those dumb rabbits? No. This is just a popular fairy tale where I came from, and I didn't think the rabbits were stupid either. Norman bows elegantly, his etiquette clashing with his flamboyant outfit. Just get to the point, Norman! Norman of the Stone Shattering Core. The moon is made of cheese. Cool story, Councilman Norman. Stop encouraging him, please, Hassan. Yeah, you know, my sisters always call me a good storyteller. Hassan politely smiles before turning back to the spacious Parliament Hall and nodding, and the annoyed council members gradually quiet down. This has been a very intense meeting, so thank you, Councilman Norman, for that brief amusement. But I'm afraid we must return to the matter at hand. How are we going to save humanity from our biggest threat yet? I feel like this is the main topic for all of your meetings, no? The hollow screen in the hall displays the destruction caused by the global mutation of the hetero creatures. Although we finally found ourselves possessing a weapon that can counter the twins. Counter the twins? As in we didn't kill them? They didn't die last time? Okay. And a large-scale punishing virus infection with the new specialized frame deployed, earning us a difficult victory. To be fair, Karen's frame is inspired by the rabbit mochi legend with the hammer and all. Oh, the frame that's on the that's gonna be used in this chapter. Okay, so that's why they're bringing up all this rabbit stuff, all this wabbit nonsense. But the development of specialized frames continues to be riddled with problems. The research on how to stabilize them, in particular, will be our key to reclaiming the Earth in the future. Nicola and Hassan exchange a look, and Hassan continues. This catastrophe has greatly impaired the task force members deployed to the surface. Some teams never return. Confronting an unexpected calamity, they chose to stand and fight on the front line for humanity, buying us the time to plan and strategize now. Actually, was Vanessa part of the teams that didn't return? Because I don't remember them showing like a scene or like a mention that Vanessa was able to be rescued along with Strikehawk and Cerberus or anything. Did we just leave Vanessa behind? All the council members remain silent. Some look upset, probably suffering from loss, while some look terrified, fearing that the coming war will cost them everything they have. I'm wondering, like, you know, at this point, they know it works. They just have to, one, find a construct that's willing to sacrifice their lives, basically, to go into a new specialized frame. And also, they're probably gonna be worried that they'll eventually run out of constructs, huh? Considering what they did, and then run to make extra precautions. Amidst all of them, one person raises his hand and stands up. He's a member of the diplomatic court, Kurono, one of Collins's. Hassan and Nicola exchange a look, frowning slightly. Hassan gestures to the man. Councilman List from... I hope I'm pronouncing that right? From the diplomatic corps. The floor is yours. Oh, another new NPC design. Okay. List nods before entering some data on the screen next to him, projecting them onto the hollow screen. According to the information the military has published, our task force, when compared with the data of previous battles, is spent way beyond what is acceptable. Yeah, and you guys did also kinda sacrifice a lot of ships, like hundreds of ships, trying to get some of the task force members back too. A potential woman got caught being a potential water found in the ocean. If she didn't appear, then she didn't return. They're very on point with showing the fate of unique NPCs. Saul Goodman, your man. Oh man, that does look like... Yeah. Just, you know, with darker hair. I've never actually watched the show or Breaking Bad, you know, which I'm pretty sure Better Call Saul is a spin-off of. I never watched either show, but I know the character. And I think he had blonder hair than this. Given their current strength, dare I say that the task force can't even guard Babylonia against the evolving hetero creatures. That's right, you guys did almost get 9/11 by Trailblazer last time. Good thing Nanami was here to save you. Destroying them on a meaningful scale and reclaiming the conservation areas is a pipe dream. Cheese chips? Garlic nacho chips? I want chips now, damn it. List pauses, his gaze sweeping across the hall, and he lets the deafening silence flood the room. This might be a hot take, but the best flavor of chips is salt and vinegar. I don't make the rules, it's just a fact. It's an objective fact. Salt and vinegar is the best. I have no intention to blame the military command or our task force, but even with their exceptional service, our fight against the punishing virus is still resulting in heavy loss. Like Nacho Varga from Better Call Saul. Indeed, the battles are much crueler than these numbers. Constructs and commandants were performing their duties to reclaim the Earth when they met their ill-fated ends, combating enemies beyond our understanding. I agree. Do not let the Doritos control you. Right, it's underrated! It's like, you can't go wrong with salt and vinegar. It's salty and a little sour, and it just leaves your mouth feeling like it took off a layer of your skin. It's so good. They're glorious worries, are they not? The children of Earth, just like us, are they not? They have every right to share in humanity's future. Shrek's mud water, healthier than Indonesia's free food program. How dare you? Just because it's green like Shrek doesn't make it healthier. Are you suggesting giving up on reclaiming Earth? Are you going to let their sacrifices be in vain? Yeah, what are you suggesting, Litz? That we just give up? Looking into Litz's eyes intently, Nicola has a feeling that this man must have a card up his sleeve. He would not have incited the council members otherwise. I don't object to reclaiming the Earth. It is our past, our future even. But we must ask ourselves, is it time for us to consider another path? Oh, you wanna populate Mars? If we stop fighting and let the punishing virus spread, the people will suffer, and Babylonia won't remain unscathed. We can't be sure that the fully evolved hetero creatures and corrupted wouldn't destroy this ark. Yeah, and I guess you can't really, can't really be sure that the punishing virus, the hetero creatures, won't evolve to eventually be able to go into space and, follow us to Mars, too. With his farts. Better his shit. Pure orc taste. Shrek is not an orc, he's an ogre. Don't forget that Babylonia was created as a superluminal colony ship. It's a ship that's meant to sail toward the stars, not an ark to survive a flood. Nicola chuckles. If that is Liz's card, he might be a little too naive. Since you didn't forget, I'm sure you'll also recall that Babylonia can only run on regular fuel right now. The zero-point engine designed to power Babylonia originally was the reason this apocalypse started. True. The zero-point reactor was, what started the whole punishing virus thing. What if Litz's dreadful noise follows Nicola's words like a cobra catching its prey? Delicious. No, not delicious. Wait, is the stream okay? Alright. Yeah, it buffered for a bit on my phone where I'm looking at it. But as long as you guys are still there, should be fine. What if I tell you that the utilization of zero-point energy is no longer a dream? After a brief silence, the room explodes with questions. All the council members are stunned by Lidz's words, eager to know more about the thing he said, zero-point energy. As you all know, during a not-so-secret military operation, the Grey Raven Commandant retrieved a file from Atlantis. Ah, right, the Zero-Point Research City. I thought the file was only about the Omega beams thing. You know, Liv's flashbangs. Liz changes the displayed content on the hollow screen into the Omega file, the data with which the Atlantis researchers traded their lives. Superluminal. He was a very big fancy man. British people, I swear. I thought superluminal meant, moon related and then space related. This is an incredibly valuable file. It shows us that under specific conditions, a running zero-point reactor can create a field that absorbs the punishing virus. Yeah, but Atlantis was in water though, so if you do want to recreate what Atlantis did, you gotta reclaim Earth anyway, buddy. That was how we managed to create the specialized frame with the Omega weapon that defeated the twins. The new specialized frame was what caused the military to work with Kurono. Exactly. However, those noble researchers have perhaps left us with an even more significant insight. So is it confirmed that he's British? Should I be using a British accent for him? Nodding, Liz turns to the next page of his presentation. During their research, they tried to recreate the process of how the zero-point reactor created the punishing virus. They documented their experiments, hoping to leave behind valuable data. While they never saw the virus manifest, those researchers still preserved the Omega file, alongside all the data from running their zero-point reactor. Hilda also realizes what Liz is suggesting, which means that in a way they discovered how to generate zero-point energy without causing a punishing virus outbreak. Okay, so did they leave the step-by-step instructions in the Omega file? What's the point of running to space, though? You really think the punishing virus hates you so much it wouldn't just... Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We already know that it can, create hetero creatures that are similar to humans at this point, and we know the twins can fly, right? So what's to stop them from creating a new set of twins that can fly all the way to space? What's to stop them from just following us all the way to Mars? You wish there was an Elon Musk with this funky Mars civilization. Do you really want an Elon Musk to be around during a punishing virus outbreak? Let's be so for real, he'd be the first target. With all of his, androids and electric cars, the punishing virus would hate him the most. Indeed, this will be our basis for restarting the zero-point reactor. The last torch of humanity's future is burning 363,300 kilometers from the Earth now, right there on the moon. All the council members gasp. The moon! Almost all of them turning towards the moon that is seemingly just outside their grasp. To test how zero-point energy would perform under low gravity in space, Babylonia's zero-point reactor and the manufacturer of its engine were sent to the propulsion lab on the moon during Babylonia's production. Upon discovering the connection between zero-point reactors and the punishing virus, the reactor and the lunar base that housed it have been discarded, now managed by Norman Mining Corps, the lunar mining company. Is that why Norman's eldest has been invited to this meeting? Yeah, that's why he's here. Noticing Nicola's piercing gaze, Norman, who is playing with the switch of the monitor before him, waved and smiles at Nicola. With Norman Mining Corps' generous assistance, we had a chance to test our theory, and our tests have shown the most promising results. The projected graphs shift once again, displaying a list of data and a photo of dazzling blue light, the signature optical effect when zero-point energy is generated. So when the Omega file came, Babylonia just immediately started working on the Omega weapon and, making the specialized frames. While these guys worked on mining, on the zero-point reactor stuff, and no one noticed. Our test finds the lunar reactor running only at 45.37% of its theoretical capacity, and replicating the data from the Atlantis reactor. But that is enough to sustain Babylonia's current operation and future voyage. The most important thing is there has been no sign of the punishing virus at our test site, which means... It just means that the virus hasn't reached there yet. We can attach the zero-point engine to Babylonia and use its almost limitless energy to turn Babylonia back into a colony ship as we set sail for the stars, away from Earth. Okay, let's say you do get away from Earth. What you gonna do about resources? Food is limited. Even if, the gas and the fuel can be renewed constantly. What about food? Are we gonna turn to cannibalism? Norman years for the mines. The diamond ore won't be mined on itself, buddy. I'm pretty sure this is the main plot for the first Avatar movie, no? The blue one, I mean, not the good one. This will mean the punishing virus's infected planet and its myriad of dangers will no longer concern Babylonia. Humanity would begin anew, which is undoubtedly a very tempting proposition given the current situation. Only if your data is reliable. Even the Norman Mining Corps doesn't possess researchers experienced with zero-point reactors and colony ships. I have every right to doubt the legitimacy of this report. Nicola might have called them Norman Mining Corps researchers, but he knows very well that it must be Kurono scientists on the lunar surface right now. What if we put all the Kurono people on the moon and then just push the moon away? Like how Patrick wants to push Bikini Bottom a little to the left. Our researchers aren't the only ones. We only managed to restart this project because we received assistance from an expert on Babylonia and zero-point energy. Commander Nicola must know our expert very well. Is it Karen? Karenina? Only now does Nicola realizes. He always thought that he was the one using Kurono, but he was never aware that Kurono was using him as well. Oh. he meant Nicola. I thought for a second there that they somehow kidnapped Karen and forced her to work on the moon. Karenina. Oh, wait, did they kidnap Karen? Indeed, Karenina from the engineering force might be the most knowledgeable person on Babylonia's design, and despite the study on zero-point energy having stopped for years, she remains one of its leading researchers. Okay, Karen's smart, we knew that. But does that mean that you guys kidnapped her and kept her on the moon? More importantly, Karenina is a member of Babylonia. Her position is above reproach. Well, I believe the idea to relaunch Babylonia's voyage is convincing enough for a proposal then. President Hassan? Hassan nods as he looks around the parliament. We'll begin our vote on Councilman List's proposal now? We just heard about it today, like 5 minutes ago, and you want to just immediately vote on it? You're not gonna ask more questions? Like, when did Karen start working with these guys? Very good guess that Karen's cup is called Tyler Cup. It's okay, it was already revealed to me last stream. I know it's Patrick's star. I know she got Patrick's star as her weapon now for some reason, somehow. And you know what? Congratulations on Kuro Games for its SpongeBob SquarePants collaboration. Without much discussion, an overwhelming majority has voted to restart the zero-point reactor and leave the ever-growing threats of the surface, turning humanity's gaze toward the unknown stars. I'll also vote yes, but as the head of the control court, I should remind you that you've overstepped your role as a member of the diplomatic court by plotting this secret scheme over. Yeah, you guys did this all in secret! You didn't tell no one! There will be consequences. You told Karen, but I'm pretty sure you also kidnapped her, so... Liz nods, his gaze moving past Hilda onto Hasen, showing no sign of fear. Of course I accept any punishment. Do you accept the punishing? 98.5% are in favor of Councilman Lista's proposal. 0% have opposed and 1.5% have abstained. The supporting rate is higher than the minimum requirements. This proposal has passed. Damn, Gestalt. In that case, I hereby announce that... At that moment, the Parliament suddenly receives an emergency comms request from Celica. Hasan hesitates for a few seconds before deciding to answer the call. Hasan, you know you're not allowed to take personal calls during a meeting. President Hassan, we just received an urgent message from the lunar base. Our initial assessment believes it requires an immediate response. Is it Karen? An SOS from Karen? She's asking for rescue from the kidnapping? Who sent it? Fun fact about you, you hate Patrick so much. You wish horrible things on him. Level of hate? Damn, okay. I don't know if I have any SpongeBob characters that I hate, but I gotta be honest, I did sometimes think SpongeBob was a little too annoying. Karen Nina! Frowning, Hassan looks at List, but he cannot derive anything from List's expressionless face. Play it. Karen! You have mixed feelings? Damn. Karen, you lost Rojak for having a cup. Okay. Nope, not that. This one. Celica switches the feed, and the projected screen in the Parliament reveals a blurred figure whose voice is unmistakably Karenina's. Infection must danger the surface, so... Karen, you're losing us. You're not coming through clearly. Get out of the tunnel, Karen. I must destroy the zero-point engine right now. Well, so much for that little secret experiment, huh? She's gonna destroy it now. Alright, let me drink first. Okay. I'm guessing this is the moon base that they talked about. I think I've already, like, fought on this before for an event or something. Dream Machine. She didn't lose you still rolled her and got her weapon today. Good. Good, your hatred for Patrick Star did not overcome your love for Karenina. About 3 months ago, or a week after the twins appeared in the Puglia Forest Park ruins. It's been a while since I've heard that name. Looking down from Babylonia, the threat from the flying hetero creatures is ever present. Babylonia has paid a heavy price trying to re-establish the nightmare route between itself and the surface, but no ace pilot has expected to get past enemies that would not hesitate to throw their lives away. Even the arrival of a screw or a can of food will help the surface greatly against this living hell, but the dreams of the many rescue pilots ultimately fall amidst the blue sky they once soared. This is no longer an issue of piloting skills. The engineers of Babylonia must provide a new solution as soon as possible. I think the only, pilot character so far, at least up to the point where I've played, I think the only pilot is Watanabe, right? Everyone else... maybe Chrome also knows how to pilot rocket thing, but I think Watanabe is the one that's, like, canonically good at it. The engine should be putting out 150% power according to the spec. Why is the speed increase almost negligible right now? Needless to say, the Parliament is stupid. Hope you don't have to repeat the sentence too much. I have a feeling you will. I have a feeling they do not get smarter from this point on. As the Science Council is in charge of creating the Omega weapon, the task of creating a new aircraft engine that can counter the flying hetero creatures has been given to the engineering force. With her background as a member of the Cosmos Technician Union, Karenina is experienced in research and development in the energy and power sector, making her the best person for the job. So what was an R&D specialist like Karenina doing coming with Bianca on her mission to assassinate Kamui back then? Like, was it just a field trip? Was Karen just with her? Just happened to be with her when Bianca got the mission? Hey, new guy, show me the records of the previous setup. Oh, hello. Actually, I joined the engineering force 2 years ago. Oh, that's so. Why do I feel like I've never seen you before? Forget it. It doesn't matter. Just get me the setup records right now. Actually, it was the vice captain who... Ah, Teddy! Also, new guy, we didn't hire you for you to say actually every other sentence. Don't bother looking. I told them to swap that outrageous part in your design with a standard one. Of course the output has dropped. So, Teddy and Karen are actual rivals, not pretend rivals like Karen is with Lucia? The quiet voice speaks among the rows of computers that sit in the corner of the development workshop. Teddy, what the hell? Karenina screams at where the voice came from, startling everyone in the workshop, but they quickly shrug and return to work with an expression of, here we go again. Can you comprehend how many lives we lose on the surface for every minute we delay? Karenina pushes away a wall of monitors before yanking the headphones off the girl hidden behind them, the one she called Teddy. I wasn't expecting Teddy to be introduced in this chapter. Their character designs look so different. Like, these were obviously made by two different artists. Don't forget the value of life, isn't it? We might not say it as much as you do, but every one of us knows why we're working around the clock. We know the stakes. Then explain why you replaced those parts. The reason is simple. I didn't want to die. She's just like, I don't want to die. I just want to survive. You like girls with with this hairstyle. It gives off a pure tsundere vibe. It does. It's the drills. It's the drill haircut. Unruffled, Teddy enters a series of codes before pointing at a monitor in front of Karenina. If we build it according to your design and have the engine run at maximum capacity at all times, the smallest error during assembly will result in a hole on Babylonia, one as big as your head. Karenina turns the monitor back toward Teddy and points at the numbers vehemently. Is that it? Then don't screw up during assembly. Yeah, just get good. Skill issue. Maybe you can modify and assemble the parts with that level of accuracy, but I'm afraid you won't find another daredevil as reckless as you here, and we don't have time to design an automatic assembly plant. The HQ tasked us to build a transport craft, not a high-speed coffin that goes up in flames and becomes an expensive firework display. Damn, they really do got beef, huh? Wasn't expecting that. Karen's arcade anima answers why she was with the Purifying Force. Oh, okay, remind me to do that. I keep forgetting about the arcade animas. Karenina cannot refute Teddy's words right at this moment. And this engine is too costly. What about the money? Where are you getting the budget from, Karen? Excuse me, costly? Who gives a damn at a time like this? It's one thing that it costs a lot of money. What's worse is that it costs 3 times more power than the engines on our current transport crafts to run. I mean, you guys did lose like hundreds of transport crafts already. So, you know, why not make a few more, just a few that are a little more expensive? You're not gonna waste more money than the hundreds of thousands of transport crafts that you lost during chapter 17. You highly recommend reading it after this chapter. Okay, remind me to do that before I start ER02. Don't these transport crafts need to return after they land on the surface? Not to mention that Babylonia can't supply us with additional energy for the extra trips back and forth to Earth outside of what they usually do. If only we had time to optimize the power consumption. Oh, this is why Karen was working with Norman to do the 0-point reactor thingy. Not that I have a better alternative. Unless we can somehow get a source with unlimited power. If only Iron Man's arc reactor were a real thing. 0-point energy, is it? It'd be great if humans actually had it in their hands. If they could obtain this almost endless power source, they would dramatically change the state of the war. Ironically, 0-point reactors were the cause of the vanishing virus outbreak. Karenina turns around and stares at the strategic interface on Earth's status. The people down there do not even have the leisure to worry. Ah, how annoying! Stop dreaming about your fantasy fuel and start figuring out how to lower power consumption. Why are you here? Don't jump to conclusions, lassie. Your fantasy might not be as out of reach as you imagined. Karenina turns around to find a grinning, vulgar man barging in and interjecting. You know what? Truer words have never been said to explain this grinning and vulgar. Hey, who the fuck are you, creep? This is the engineering forces workshop. We don't allow visitors, and we're not responsible if you hurt yourself. Yeah, at least put on a hard hat. Karen and Teddy, like, they're constructs. Their heads are already hard. Basically, the engine is bigger than the actual battery. It's like powering a TV with a Nokia battery. I don't know. Those Nokia phones were, like, made of something else back in the day. There's a purple-haired girl from Yandere Simulator. But it's that same swirly hair. Ah, right, Kokona. I think that's her name. Konoha or something? Something with ko and ah. Ha, how exquisite. Now, not that your workshop has worked out anything, has it? What did you say? Karenina behind him. Teddy points at the man, and only then does Karenina notice that behind him are Hassan and Nicola. Damn. He brought in the big boys. President Hassan, Commander Nicola. All I can say is that we haven't made any significant progress on the new engine yet, if you want an update. Nah, no one cares about some obsolete transport craft engines. What we need right now is a revolutionary weapon. Why are they still putting his name as question marks? We know that's Collins. Your disguise doesn't work. We know it's you. Karenina restrains herself and ignores the babbling man, questioning Hassan and Nicola with her gaze. Like, why is he here? My apologies, but this is Collins. He is currently the military's, sponsor, I guess? The seemingly reluctant Hassan meets Nicola's eyes before clearing his throat and continuing. Kind of, consultant, let's put it like that. We have a very important project we need to discuss with you. He looks weird. He is weird. He's just... He shouldn't be alive. Take a break, the rest of you. Teddy glances at Karenina and sighs, probably thinking that Karenina has gotten into trouble again. She then leads the rest of the team out of the workshop. Alrighty then, let's not dally around. What I need, lassie, you... Stop calling her lassie. My name is Karenina. Oh, how rude of me. Well, Karen, you must have heard of what that Grey Raven Commandant brought back from the Atlantis Research Center, right? The Omega File? It's from Karen's perspective. She doesn't know him. Yeah, I guess. It's Karen's POV. She can call him whatever he wants. Then Karen, you just put vulgar man here whenever he talks, okay? Hearing that term, Karenina's eyes narrow. She has no idea why the unremarkable man... Oh, that's another good one. Unremarkable man. Before her is one of the few people with access to this highly classified information. Hassan and Nicola were very clear about how confidential the Omega File must remain when they first informed her about it, tasking her to assist the Science Council in testing their theories. Or you do know about it. So you do know about it. Ha 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 ha. Not a very good liar, are you? Damn, Colin can't even spell, huh? The thunder. Now that's Karin, the girl who can heal people if they bite her. Yeah, the one with glasses. Motherfucker. Nicola barely manages to hold the furious Karenina back, even though he does not wish to see her. He does wish to see her give Collins a beating. It's impressive that you managed to hold back a construct, Nicola. I'll explain. The Science Council has successfully developed a prototype for the Omega weapon, but that's the most they can do. To produce it, we need to employ a zero-point reactor. Neither she's tsundere. And the only functional zero-point reactor we possess... There's no way to reach Earth right now, not to mention finding a running zero-point reactor on the surface to make the Omega weapon, but Earth isn't the only place with a zero-point reactor. The reactor in the lunar base, it could work. Okay, so Karen was not kidnapped. Well, kind of. She seems reluctant to do this. But it's been closed forever since the outbreak, and no one has the slightest clue what's going on in there. It's why we desperately need someone with technical expertise in zero-point reactors to restart it. Like Natsuki or Nina or a whole bunch of anime girls. Yeah, like Shana, like, who's the one in Zero no Tsukaima? That one, the pink-haired girl. And I know a lot of tsunderes. I just, for some reason, I'm blanking. But yeah, tsunderes! You love them! So now you're knocking on our door. What a plan. Collins grins and sits on a random machine tool, unconcerned with the dust and oil stains. This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for any researcher in the energy field. You might even have your name forever remembered in human history. Karenina knows that just because you're remembered does not mean you're remembered fondly. Yeah, yeah! She learned it from her grandfather. I'm not interested. Find another dumb fuck to listen to your bullshit. How about this bullshit? I mean, let me put it together another way. Do you think it's a good idea to ask some random team instead of the engineering force to restart a zero-point reactor? Because we're gonna do it anyway, with or without you. Karenina is certain that there is no one in Babylonia, not even someone from the Science Council, who's more experienced than her in the field for this job. She is confident and proud of that fact. That's not persuasion, creep. That's a threat. Yeah, Karen. Call him out on his bullshit. Karenina stays silent for once before turning towards Hassan. President Hassan, can the Omega weapon really beat the fuck out of that fucking punishing virus? For what it's worth, it's our only hope. I'm glad that no one is, calling her out for her cursing. I like it. When the surface was ravaged by the punishing virus, Babylonia was humanity's hope for shelter. When the corrupted destroyed the defenses on Earth, constructs were humanity's hope for a fighting chance. Did say she's tsundere. She actually hates this man. Yeah, she's not tsundere towards Colin. That's just pure hatred. And now, the development of the Omega weapon is humanity's hope for fighting back against this living hell. Can Karenina really afford to sit this out? I see. The engineering force will take this job, with 2 conditions. First of all, the people that stay behind will keep working on the new transport craft engine. The things they make will come in handy, I'm sure. Second, Karenina pauses, then names her request. Oh, we're not gonna know? You're keeping it a secret? Teddy! Teddy steps outside of the workshop. She has no idea how long since she has last left the place. Hoping to take a break, she instead runs into someone unexpected. Oh. Hello there, it's been a while. Are you guys related? Was I right? Because of the pink hair, they're actually related? Confronted by the enthusiastic Norman, Carrie pretends not to see him. She just sits on the floor before opening her portable terminal and continuing to work on her codes. Norman, in turn, just smiles and walks to her side, looking at her work curiously. Is this where you work now? Oh, Christina! Happy with your job? How do you get Teddy from Christina? Hearing that name, Teddy frowns and stops typing. Stop dead-naming her, man. There is no Christina here. If you still have a brain, you remember that my name is Teddy, Mr. Norman. Teddy without barriers is weird. Yeah, I've gotten used to the barriers of Teddy Spectre. Where are your ears, Teddy? You're earless. Can't fault your brother for calling you how he's always called you. Old habit, brother? Well, she could be older than she looks. She probably turned into a construct when she was younger. But damn, he looks so much older than her. I thought it was gonna be like an uncle or something. Teddy's staring at her screen, but her mind is elsewhere. Why would you go back to the Norman family? Probably for that incomprehensible inheritance, I suppose. I mean, money is money. Christina Aguilera, not that Christina. This is Christina Teddy Bear. Is that so? Congratulations then. I guess you're only here with us sturdy and grimy folk for some family business, aren't you? Bingo! What do you know? I've always said my sister is way smarter than me. So, according to this music and this banter, I'm guessing this Norman guy isn't that bad. Alright, sorry for considering you perverse, because that's what the story said you were. Teddy sneers, her face quickly reverting to expressionless once again, and her fingers starting across the keyboard on her terminal. How do you get Teddy from Christina? That's the thing, you don't. Victoria, is she well? Of course, at least better than you and I with our dirty work. Looking at the stains on her sleeves, Teddy glimpses at Norman's stylish outfit and smiles. Stylish? Teddy, please. Teddy, Christina, please. But she throws a fit every time she sees me, asking for her sister to play with her. All I can do is tell her sister is working right now, and she'll be back once she's free. Whoa, you really are a piece of shit, aren't you? How dare you lie to a child? Norman laughs dramatically, seemingly unbothered by her insults. You haven't answered me yet, Teddy. Are you happy with your job? No one's ever happy with their job. Are you kidding? Omni-Man? Teddy seems a little surprised, but she answers after a while. It's fine. Not screwing around like you are in yours. Good. Norman smiles gently, unlike before. Not that Norman. Once his smile fades, Norman mumbles quietly. I don't think he'd look good with a mustache, because his mustache would be pink. Pink mustaches never look good. That's good. Door bear is what she's called in Door bear? How do you get door? Alright, let me drink first. Hydrate again. Okay. Visionary increases dark damage. He does look like a moon bunny with those big ears. The moon, the closest celestial body to the earth. Back when humans were still unfamiliar with the world, the moon channeled all their wildest stories of the night. Some people thought it was the home of gods who observed humans from afar. She's a hacker. Oh, that kind of door. Okay. Times changed, but the clarity of the moonlight was unchanging. Now, the moon actually gets farther away from Earth, just a few centimeters every year. So, back then, the moon seemed bigger than it does now. It was not until the first human footprint was left on the moon did the age of stories and myths end for the silver night sky, declaring the beginning of humanity's golden age. Okay, so apparently Armstrong started the golden age. It's been a week since Karenina and Teddy accepted the job and arrived at the lunar base. After completing the Omega prototype, Karenina began work on a new project. Mind compatibility test complete. Frame stability rate. Hey, try to move your right hand. Like this. Yep, all good. The readings on the base stats of this frame have all exceeded the regular frames. Just what kind of tech did that guy use in the base model he provided? Hey, Missy, can I get out now? 1 second, I need to read and record a disclaimer. What now? A disclaimer that says I was forced to help you calibrate your frame, and I am in no way responsible if your frame explodes. The Cosmos Technicians Union cannot hold me accountable if you're killed in the line of duty. If you die, it's not my fault. Truth is, Moon is alive. Just like Lee. Why is his name very different? Yo-Yo becomes Island. Yeah, why? They never explained why Lee chose a different name. I actually forgot what his real name was. I know it starts with M, like Murray's. Fuck you! Fucking go to hell! Freshly, Karenina pulls off the cables on her body and jumps up, stretching her limbs and moving her joints. Cute! The frame is indeed performing nicely. Mobility, explosives. Balance, all better than what I requested. They modified the frame based on your request, didn't they? Why are you so surprised? I designed the changes, but the creep provided the base model of the frame. You mean this was from Collins? Ugh. I don't know how to feel about that. That is why we can complete it so quickly. Are we sure about that creep and the people in the lunar base? Although she's followed Karenina to the moon. Oh, Teddy's here too. Teddy clearly distrusts Collins. Everyone clearly distrusts Collins. Come on. Even the people who work for Collins distrust Collins. Not really, but that doesn't affect our work. Holy shit! Hello? Can you guys hear me again? Hold on, I disconnected in my excitement. It's raining! It's rain! It's not thundering, thank God, so hopefully there won't be a blackout, but it's raining! Oh my god! Yay! After 10 days of no rain! Oops, I'm being too loud. Sorry, guys. Yay! She actually said, fuck you, motherfucker, go to hell. That's the perfect woman. No wonder Teddy was also cursing to her brother. Karen rubbed off on her. Not really, but that doesn't affect our work. As long as we can help the people on the surface, we'll do what it takes. Karenina swings her transformable blast hammer and her weapon of choice, while Teddy watches from the side. So, it's cool, isn't it? Yep, suits you. Karenina was not expecting to hear Teddy compliment her. Was that a compliment? Really? She feels a little self-conscious. Ah, she's being tsundere. I designed it after all. Not only does it pack a punch, but it can also adapt to different battles. A weapon that doesn't require careful maneuvers really fits a dumb fuck who only knows how to hold the trigger down. Really fits a dumbass. Hey, are you interested in helping me test my weapon? I need a target, you little shit. Right as the two were about to strangle each other. Come on, girls. A middle-aged man in researcher garb enters the preparation room. He looks very awkward, crouching as he comes in. Oh, that's another new NPC design. Ah, ha 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 ha. We actually have prepared something for you to test the new frame. You don't have to get your own target. The miserable-looking man is Yara. Oh, wait. This is... I feel like I've heard this name before, but I forgot from which story, from which chapter. He's said to be the research director of this lunar base, but his obsequious attitude appears otherwise. You just heard me destroy my mic with one hand. No, I didn't destroy it. I disconnected it. I was moving the mic closer to me because I wanted to walk towards the window and have you guys still hear me. And like I pulled it out of its socket. Yeah, I didn't knock it down. I'm nice to my mic, I promise. Director Yara, we were just kidding. Ha 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 ha. I was kidding too. Right before the discomfort boils over, Teddy sighs and stands up from behind the calibration terminal. Oh, that guy from Liv's Interlude. Oh, okay. I think I remember him now. Is the test... He's the one who talked to, what's her name? Hippocrates, right? He, talked to her before she went to see Liv or something. Hold on. The stream is lagging on my phone. I'm gonna give it time to reconnect. Why must it be this way? Okay, I think we're back. Looks like we're back. I just praised the rain about it making things cooler. And now... Hold on, I think we're back. I'm pretty sure we're good now. Just... Was Lamia bringing me the rain? Damn you, Lamia! Okay, I think we should be okay now. Probably. Nope, we're lagging again. Lamia, stop getting in the way of the internet connection. No. I think we're good. I think we're good again. Probably. Yep, we're probably good. Okay. Alright, let's continue. I want to get through as much of this as we can before Lamia stops me again. Is the testing for the new frame about to begin? Can you take us there, Director Yara? Yara, I think, is the guy who talked to Hippocrates in the Live interlude. Not Hippocrates, the lady who was like Liv's commanding officer before she became a construct. I forgot her name. Correct. This way, please. But I really was kidding. Yeah, we know. The two of them follow Yara, leaving the preparation room and heading towards the testing area. Meanwhile, two men quietly start talking on the other side of the room. Oh, you're both here. Can we just, like, yeet them into space? This one, at least. Come on. Is that frame the second request from the girl? But why would you provide her with the frame we developed as the base model? We spent so much effort to reverse engineer it from her? So, Karen's current frame is right now based off of Luna? Off of an agent? A punishing virus agent? Athnet agent? Damn, this is really silly now. Don't be stingy with your bait if you want to catch a big fish. The fisherman in the Arctic told me that back when I was posted there. The more expensive the bait, the bigger the... Watching Collins's departing figure, Lith tightens his tie. I keep pronouncing his name differently every time it comes up. Of course, I'll remember that. Damn. No wonder she looks like she could be related to Luna and Alpha. Oh my god. They gave her a frame based off of Luna. Testing, check 1, 2, 3. Voice command input. Ahem. Start a video recording and searching for. Oh. Wait, that's too recording and searching for. Oh. Wait, that's too far. Come a little closer. I'm sorry, Queen. Stop. That's good enough. Why is this AI so stupid? Stupid. Stream is suffering. The sequel. Oh. Okay. At least it's not buffering. Hold on. I'm gonna wait for you guys to catch up first. No, it's buffering again. Stop it. No. Okay, should be good now. It should be back. Shouldn't be buffering again. Alright, I want to at least finish this note, please, before you force me to stop. Rain. Activate the simulation, select difficulty, level 1, need to warm up first. Karenina, we need to test the frame under different pressure conditions and stages here. I'll assist you with the remote debugging. If you're ready, just give me a shout. Okay, then frame energy set to stage 1. Food should be eaten 1 bite at a time. Pesky fishes should be taken care of 1 wave at a time. Let's start with basic performance. Right, tutorial time. Oh, hammer! It's hammer time! He jumps so high. It's probably because we're on the moon. Not bad. 5 years meta. Asnet and hammer power does that to a construct. 5 years, huh? So she remained relevant for that long, damn. Maybe Karenina was the favorite child all along. Ah! Resistance is futile! Frame energy ping test? Ow! No, don't flop! Okay, so that one like shoots something? The yellow thing? It gives like some kind of AoE attack, some kind of, I guess, field. Okay, where next? Now we're getting the ball rolling. We jump high because he can spin in the air. We jump high because she's a rabbit. That's why. Resistance is futile. Oh my god. I didn't know rabbits could do this. Lowly scum. Oh, ho, 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 ho. This is fun. This is so much fun. Phew, not bad for a warm-up. You hold attack, then spam basic attack. You can spin! We can go ora ora ora! I knew there were going to be some hiccups during the design phase, but I wasn't expecting debugging to go so well the first time. Looks like we need to strike while the iron's hot. Come here, drone! Okay, she's gonna hit it. Time to try out this new frame's powers. The manual debugging interface is in. What are you doing to the drone, Karen? He's just petting it. Found it. The test system upgraded. Overclocking mode enabled. Combat intensity maximum. Setting frame energy to stage 4.
Hey, watch out!
Is that power? No, no, it's not. Oh, no, 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 no. Whee! That's fun. So we can also make the enemies stay in air, huh?
Resistance is futile.
No, 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 no. This is so fun. You dodge before hitting the ground. We can keep flying forever. That's the sound of a hammer song. Hammer song hits so hard. It's like we're also like spinning the enemy in the air. We're just flipping him like a pancake. Spin! Spin! Time to give you guys a show. Stage restriction lifted. Full power strike. Karenina, wait, using such a powerful move in an area like this will... What? I can't hear you. You know, the wind is blowing too strong here. You're on the moon. There is no wind.
What are you looking at? I'll smash you all into pieces!
Wait, I forgot to change it to Japanese for the full tsundere effect. Well, maybe next stream. I gotta remember to do that. Sorry, Karen. Eee.
Hey, watch out!
Let me go. I'm on a hill. Get me down. Boom. Okay, I love the big hammer. I really love the big hammer. I like it.
Smash you all into pieces!
Oh. Ah.
What are you looking at? I'll smash you all into pieces!
Oh, I kind of went overboard. At least the test was completed and the recording should have been uploaded as well. Alright. I promise I'll fix you once I've got time. She really just destroyed company property.
No need to praise me.
Okay, that's cute! That was so cute! Hi, Alexis! Welcome back! Hello! You're watching the Wabbit play on the moon! The tests on the new frame are over quickly. The new frame, Skyer, I think that's how you pronounce it, has proven to operate adequately in low gravity. Karen didn't spin, but she has a hook so she can reel in an enemy from a distance. He's like, come here! Oh my god, she has a come here move! Good job. The results are better than what we expected, Karenina. It's over already? I was just getting started. Enough. Are you planning to break the moon apart? Don't test her. Don't challenge her, Teddy. What do you say, Karen? This frame is doing alright, isn't it? Karenina gives Collins a sidelong glance, loathing to answer the man walking towards her with his arms extended. Why are you going in for a hug, Collins? Stop it. It's you again. You certainly look like you've got nothing to do. My looks can be deceiving. You have no idea how much I care about this frame's performance. I don't know how you did it, but it certainly performs better than other regular models. Construct tech hasn't stopped advancing. Interesting that you never brought this construct tech to the rest of Babylonia. Why hasn't any of the current frames been upgraded to have this kind of construct tech already? Collins? The field has been expanding like red dough rising. Okay. Ever since your grandfather, Dr. Callan, established its foundation. Oh, Karen, I see. Karenina is surprised to hear her grandfather's name from Collins. Hey, do you know Grandpa? Karenina's grandfather never told her about his past. She only learned about some of it through various documents and files. Yeah, it was only like close to his death that she found out, right? But she has a feeling that some key information has been scrapped from each of these files as if someone has been intentionally hiding Callan's past. If the enemy's too heavy, then it's come here in reverse. It's funny. Okay. I want to say it. I might just end up doing the trial for the new Karenina after this stream. So Dr. Callan didn't tell his granddaughter anything for real. What a madman, wasting that genius brain of his. I mean, you don't talk about work with your grandchildren. That's just, normal. Everyone in the slums where Karenina grew up treated the oddly behaving Callan as a madman, but he never seemed to mind. Mock, come here. Don't forget the value of life. I also heard him say that quite a lot. As a researcher of the construct experiment, he was certainly an odd fella, even before he went cuckoo. He's doing the crying thing again. That was precisely why he was one of the few people I respected. How nice it'd be if he were still with us. Collins looks like he's about to cry before suddenly smacking his forehead excitedly as if he's recalling something. Right, let's show you Dr. Callan's lab. He has a lab on the moon? Mr. Collins, the lab... Collins waves his hand and stops Yara from continuing. Grandpa was here on the lunar base? Haha, rather over half of this lunar base was built for Dr. Callan and his construct experiments. List quietly reminds Collins how dangerous he's acting. Are you sure about telling them our biggest secret? This can mess up all of our plans. Are you sure you should be mentioning the biggest secret in front of people? It's fine. The cat would be out of the bag sooner or later if our wish were to come true. If they can help us unlock that mysterious treasure trove quicker, nothing else. Nope. Nothing else matters. Collins starts moving without waiting for anyone. Karenina hesitates for 1 second before deciding to follow, only to find Teddy holding onto her wrist. Teddy's like, don't follow the bad man to a second location. Are you insane? Hey, don't you find these people suspicious? Suspicious as hell, but I think it's true that they know something about Grandpa that even Babylonia doesn't know. Not that I care about his past, but I guess I couldn't stay away from any opportunity to know more about him. He was my only family, after all. I don't expect a rich girl from a big family like you to understand. Okay, so Teddy being Christina Norman isn't a secret. She just prefers to be called Teddy despite everyone knowing her real name. Family. Forget it, I'll come with you. Teddy shakes her head and follows Collins alongside Karenina. It's like, you dumb fuck. Has no one told you not to follow someone to a secondary location? Collins leads the two of them through several security checkpoints under careful inspection. Each checkpoint is guarded by a few construct soldiers without squad designation. And this isn't, like, suspicious to you, Karenina? That's a lot of guards for a laboratory. Yes, this is very suspicious, Karenina. Haha, well, we have a baby angel in there we can't afford to let loose. Not that these folk can do much if she does. Does he have Luna here? He has Luna on the moon, Luna on the Luna. Oh my god. He kidnapped Luna and put her on the moon. No wonder Alpha can't find her. Alpha can't drive all the way to the moon. Collins does not explain further. After going through the last checkpoint, he opens the door to the construct laboratory. Those are Luna's legs. I know them anywhere. The dark environment almost devours whatever light comes through the door from the outside, leaving the ghostly blue light emitted by the device in the center of the room the only thing glowing. Hey, isn't that the Omega prototype we made? Why are you more concerned about that and not the girl over there? It is the Mega Omega weapon, requiring the 0-point reactor to keep running. Several times the size of its original design, it was built to test and observe the practicality of the Omega weapon. Luna! Oh, she's asleep. Thank God. She doesn't know that Collins has been perving on her this whole time. But as the blue light flashes, they see a pale young girl inside, bounded. She looks to be at peace, as if she's sleeping. When did he get her, though? Like, at one point in time. She is the first descendants humans know about, the culprit of Babylonia's near fall, and the first ascendant to approach humans directly. Oh yeah, Karen was part of the team that thwarted her plan to make Babylonia fall. Luna! Almost instinctively, Karenina takes out her weapon and aims it at Luna, but she's surprised to find all the guarding construct soldiers pointing their guns at her. What are you doing? Do you know what that is? Of course, everything here is built for her. Collins casually gestures to the surrounding soldiers to lower their arms before stepping towards Luna. I don't want him getting closer to her. Stop it! Ew! Standing before her under the blue light, watching the girl with delight. No! Don't watch her with delight! Stop it! Bullshit! Get out of the way! She's an Ascendant, an enemy to all of humankind. Sure, Ascendants can take lives. The punishing virus she wields can take lives. Collins grins and turns around, staring at Karenina fearlessly. Once I'm done with you, you'll be in a state not even hetero creatures, though. Not even eldritch beings will be able to look at my queen! Oh man, this is what happens when her biggest sip dies. When Gabriel dies, this is what happens. But constructs can also take lives, and so can that hammer you wield. Don't compare this! At least Karen didn't kidnap her. Ascendants aren't necessarily humanity's enemies. Unlike being weak, isn't that why we armed ourselves with science, changing the world? When the day we unlock the secrets of the Ascendants come, granting us the power of the Ascension Network, those beings that once threatened humanity's existence will turn into the light that guides our evolution. You got the food in time to see this, to see Luna all tied up. Collins flicks his hand, and all the lights in the laboratory focus on where he stands. Like how it witnessed the development of constructs, this moon will witness the second time humanity evolves, the moment we become Ascendants. God damn it. Sure, just tell us how you really feel, huh? Who would win, Roland or Collins? Both are obsessed with Luna. Roland, obviously. Collins is just a squishy human man. He's very squishy, actually. Turning humans into Ascendants, did you hurt your head? I was there when Luna was born. I know what happened in City 075. What she did was akin to sacrificing herself. Doesn't that prove that humans and descendants aren't really that different? But she was already a construct, though! You dum-dum! Eternal life, unlimited power. We don't need to fear the punishing virus anymore. It will be ours to Asnet. Collins might be mad, but he's not a fool. His grandiose vision is not built on a shaky foundation. It is! Because there's no proof that humans can be turned into ascendants. Once the punishing virus enters humans, once they get corrupted, they die. You are not a construct. Even if Luna wants to escape, this cage can absorb the punishing virus to cripple or even kill her. But without 0-point energy, this cage is nothing but a pretty vase. Oh, stream is buffering again. One good thing about expensive college dorms and the food is good. Okay, I think okay, it's probably stopped buffering now. Alright. That's why you need us to... Clearly, that is what you're truly after. But there's no way the Parliament would approve it. Who the hell are you guys? Collins laughs wildly, slowly walking towards the center of the laboratory. Ha 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 ha! We're the oldest madmen in human history. You might have heard of the name we used to call ourselves, Kurono. Used to? You still call yourselves that? You think your little secret club is such a secret? Alright, I need to drink water. But I will drink it angrily, because I am angry. Okay. 0-point energy was once the ultimate vision of the future from the people in the Golden Age. Everyone knew about it. Everyone was staring at it. However, the development of 0-point energy was always a mystery. The only foundation of all its research was that it existed. Even experts in the energy sector could only start with trial and error. After countless failures, almost all the researchers in the laboratory have lost patience, their spirits broken. Frustration fills every corner of the room. Only one small figure stands before everyone else, boldly but carefully forming different solutions, hoping to recreate what happened to the Atlantis reactor as recorded in the Omega file. Right, the number of virtual particles detected is normal, which means it's probably the conditions of the output not being able to sustain. Fuck! Still not working! So we're just gonna breeze past the fact that Luna is here, huh? We're not even gonna try to tell Hasen and the others? Really? People who got plumated by RJ, trademark. Okay. Karenina still looking energetic, are we? I'm glad you're used to it. Pisses me off every time I see her all energized when I'm dead tired. I didn't know constructs could get tired. But I suppose a fool who won't quit is the only one who deserves to witness success firsthand. Teddy dusts off the dirt from her clothes. I can't believe she said something nice like that about Karen. And of course Karen didn't hear her, having been resting on the floor and stretching before standing up and operating on the terminal. Hey, you there! Go get a reading of the pressure inside the vacuum chamber, and bring me another metal pipe. I smashed the last one. Why are you smashing metal pipes? Corona researcher. That lady there doesn't care who you are once she's in work mode. That Kurono researcher takes a look at Yara. Although Yara's role as research director is only nominal, the researchers still technically answer to him. We're all after the same thing here. Do as Karenina says. Unlike its mysterious and elitist image, scientific researches are boring and fruitless 80% of the time. Yeah, that's true. The celebrated successes are the result of tens of thousands of repeated experiments. That is also true. Karenina's grandfather had been doing all kinds of ridiculous experiments since she was young. Occasionally, most of the time, they ended in failure. But sometimes, very, very rarely, after an alarming explosion, she would find Callan covered in soot, grinning and showing his perfect white teeth, walking out the door with a piece of coal in his hands. The young Karenina would carefully hold her grandfather's hands, wiping off the topmost layer of dirt to reveal the glistening diamond hiding inside. He literally made diamonds in his lab? Like, actually? Stop! Nobody move! Having started working again for who knows how long, the researchers are all startled by Karenina's sudden shout, stopping their work immediately. I lost A contact lens. No one move! You might accidentally step on it. Karenina is staring at a pencil on her desk until it slowly floats in the air. Even with only 1/6 of Earth's gravity, a pencil would not have levitated on the lunar surface out of nowhere. Well, fuck. Teddy, take this down. This is it. Alright. I'm recording it. Alright. What is this, Karenina? I hooked up the 0-point reactor with the original engine as its most susceptible detector. You were Vortex, you are a metal pipe. Thing is, Collins is a mad scientist treasured by them. But, you know, we could just yeet him into space and then say, oh no, whoops. Whoopsie, that was an accident, we didn't mean to. I mean, you know, just a little bit. Just for fun, just to see what happens. Can't we do that? The 0-point reactor in the lunar base was created as the power source for Babylonia, driving the space-traveling gravitational wave engine. This engine was designed for 0-point energy and 0-point energy only. Other energy sources wouldn't work, so it was left here with the reactor. But that also means it will turn on with the slightest hint of 0-point energy, like this. Karenina nods, motioning Teddy to enter the final commands. With a crystal clear ding echoing in the laboratory, everyone and everything in the room is suddenly floating in the air, as if they are in actual space. You guys are in actual space! You're on the moon! Does that mean we've succeeded? Although the engine can only run at 50% of what it can theoretically do this way, without a doubt, the 0-point reactor has restarted. All the researchers cannot help but cheer. Whether they're from Kurono or the engineering force, everyone floating is high-fiving and celebrating with the people around them. Perhaps only now, laughing freely in the absence of gravity, can these people ignore each other's beliefs and factions to enjoy this technological breakthrough as scientific researchers. I mean, I wasn't really expecting the Babylonia guys and Kurono to really fight while on the moon, you know? Because I don't think that the researchers really have beef the way like Vera and Nicola do with Kurono. Teddy cannot help but grin either, but her smile quickly fades as she knows there is a bigger question awaiting them after the 0-point reactor restarts. What's up, Teddy? What you thinking about? Finally, Liz, do I look alright? Should I put on something decent? Why? Because you want to talk to Luna? You wanna... Man, I don't want you to dress up for Luna, but I also think it would be worse if you were, you know, slobbish around her. You're fine. Despite Litz's answer, Collins still straightens up his tie and cuffs patiently. Collins, the Mega Omega weapon, still a stupid name, has been connected to a 0-point energy source. Karen, is the 0-point reactor running properly? Karenina watches the Omega weapon glowing blue upon receiving 0-point energy. Right now, it is only in standby mode. The engine removes gravity when used, huh? Interesting. I have a feeling that Luna will use that somehow. More proper than any of you. Haha, that's good enough for me. By the way, didn't you refuse to work with us originally? The Cosmos Technician Union might be neutral, but it doesn't mean we're planning to work with Kurono. Cosmos Technician Union's neutrality is part of why the Parliament has chosen Karenina to help Kurono after they agreed to work together. We're helping you restart the 0-point reactor only because we need it to produce the Omega weapon the surface desperately needs right now. Don't overthink it. She's not being tsundere here. She's being genuinely 100% honest and sincere. This is nothing personal. It's just business. I still don't like you. Mega Delta Sigma Omega weapon. That's words somehow. But the hetero creatures and corrupted won't sit and wait for the Omega weapon to attack. Humanity needs a more decisive breakthrough to turn things around. Collins sends a file to Karenina's terminal. It's the latest project the Parliament and Kurono have agreed to work on together. A new specialized frame. In that case, the Omega weapon can indeed be fully utilized. The base model is made from the data of an agent. Karenina glances at the sleeping Luna. Okay, so Luna is that away. I see. Lit by the soft blue light, Luna's youthful face is the furthest thing Karenina would associate with what Luna is. An agent, the highest form of ascendant. Be surprised how stupid names scientists and engineers use on their prototypes. I mean, yeah, Yeah, scientists are also the ones who name animals stupid names like Rotit. So, yeah, I shouldn't be surprised, huh? Even though the model we built from Luna's data performed better than regular constructs, it couldn't achieve what the new specialized frame would require to absorb the punishing virus. Fuck, no wonder you gave me that model. You were looking for more data, weren't you? Huh, you can think what you want. I just want you to understand that even the smallest treasure we take from that treasure trove is enough to make such an impact. Collins gives Karenina a pat on her shoulder. Don't pat her. Don't touch her. Revealing his usual malicious grin. As a researcher yourself, aren't you curious about what other secrets are hidden in that trove? Collins nods at Yara, and the energy pulse device connected to Luna begins to work, injecting her with energy. Don't inject her! Ew! Ew, stop it! The pale ascendant slowly opens her eyes under everyone's watchful gaze. People have their hands on their weapons. Even knowing that the Omega weapon is there, they're still frightened by Luna, as you should be. Yeah, I forgot. I wanted to switch to Japanese voice for this one. But I guess I could do it for the next stream. I mean, I just mostly want to hear Karenina at her most tsundere. Yeah, don't touch her. Get a job. Stay away from her. Collins looks at Luna expectantly, hoping she will react, but Luna just looks at everyone there calmly and remains silent. She's not even surprised. She's like, I knew this would happen one day. Luna, that's your name, isn't it? Do you remember me? Don't give him the satisfaction of replying to him, please, Luna. Just stay quiet. I witnessed your birth on that day, transforming from that lowly corrupted to the saintly angelic being you are. Ew, stop! I've been hoping to meet you again ever since. Why is everything out of his mouth so disgusting? Luna is still expressionless, but her gaze seems to have shifted slightly. It was you who turned me into a corrupted. Of course not. You were an accident, or should I say, a necessary sacrifice. Yuki in her Sunthun form. Dr. Callan's research had greatly increased the construct tech's chance of success, but it still had flaws. Necessary sacrifice. So you saw that as an accident, huh? Well, it doesn't matter anymore. Luna, stop talking to him. Luna tries to connect to the Ascension network to no avail. As she expected, she has probably been deemed a threat to the network after her actions in City 075. But the punishing virus within her has not overtaken her and turned her into a corrupted, which means she is still an ascendant for some reason, which surprises her. I can always use the bookmark to stop anytime to whatever I want. It's one of the best features they added. I know, it's okay. I just want to stream a little longer because, I was late to start the stream and then we got delayed because I didn't download the new patch earlier. So yeah, it's fine. I guess we can continue at least a little longer. Perhaps you're hoping to obtain something from me, humans, but I'm sorry to tell you that I'm no different to your constructs right now. All I have left is the power to draw in the punishing virus. Luna raises her bounded hand slightly. A dark scarlet light flashes in her palm, causing all the soldiers to raise their weapons. There is no punishing virus here. Luna is astounded to find that there is almost no punishing virus in the atmosphere, except for what's inside her. Don't be rash. We're on the moon right now. There's no virus for you ascendants to absorb. For now? Yet! And if you try to run, the Mega Omega weapon behind you will activate and destroy all viruses and you in one sweep. I don't plan to run. The person you call Luna is dead. There is no place for me to return to. Would using the Mega Omega weapon on her just kill her, or would it uncorrupt her, turn her into a normal construct like what Liv did? I'm actually curious. Luna glimpses at the Omega weapon behind her, not showing much interest before closing her eyes again. Yeah, that's a new development, Luna. You missed a lot since you went MIA. Why isn't it continuing? Okay, humans are already capable of making something like that. But it's pointless. Humanity's end is destined. At City 075, Luna chose to oppose the Ascension Network, siding with her sister and the human her sister trusted, despite being humanity's enemy. Ah, she considers Lucia her sister. She always has, but still, it's cute. And now Luna has nowhere to return as an outcast. But struggle all you want like that person. Humans... Luna's final words might be uncaring, but it does not sound hostile at all. If anything, there seems to be the faintest hint of hope. She has hope. Oh. Okay. Alright, I guess time to hydrate. That last note felt like really short. Punishing virus is the only reason her damaged old brain worked, so if it's gone, well... I mean, the other corrupted constructs are probably also really badly damaged, but Liv still managed to, you know, bring them back to normal. So maybe the Mega Omega weapon can also, like, heal her, probably? Yara is adjusting the data on his terminal in the dimly lit construct laboratory. Projected before him in the hollow screen is a white-colored construct, slowly taking shape. Ever since he took the assignment to design the new specialized frame, Yara has had to stay in this room. So Yara is the kidnapping victim. Even with how focused Yara is, the slightest breeze or movement around him excuse me, makes him double-check his surroundings before returning to his work. It's alright, just drop the pen. He's clearly scared of the girl in the center of the laboratory, as you should be, the Ascendant to Luna. Collins might worship her, but Yara is afraid and respects her power. Although he does not know much about Ascendants, even the mad scientists of Kurono consider them to be extremely dangerous. For no particular reason, he recalls the other white construct who startled him in the past during the first test. Damn it, I really should stay away from anything white next time. Okay, buddy. Aw, you poor guy. You're probably gonna die in this chapter. You poor man. His gaze lands on the unfinished white construct in his terminal, and he sighs. I guess I'll leave Kurono after completing this frame. Hey! Hey! Right as Yara is about to dive back into his work, he's startled by a greeting from behind, so much so that it makes him toss his terminal away involuntarily. Yara, could you be related to Lamia by any chance? Are you related to a certain mermaid? Luckily, the flying terminal gently lands on the ground, and Yara is reminded of the moon's lower gravity. Usually, yes, but Omega weapons are basically black holes. They actually do damage to surroundings. I see, so it's not just a flashbang. Seeing his terminal is still intact, Yara finally has time to check who greeted him, and finds Karenina standing there. Karenina, why are you here? I work here? Karenina picks up the terminal from Yara, and she notices the frame on the screen. Hey, is this the design for the new specialized frame? Yeah, it's not too different from what we planned. With the data we got from this agent, the frame can absorb the punishing virus in a larger area before eliminating it with the Omega weapon inside. I thought you people from Kurono would have kept this secret. Yeah, I'm still surprised they actually, told Karen. I'm guessing maybe they expect Karen to change her mind or, never return to Babylonia. Maybe they're gonna kill her after this. And maybe that's why? How dare I jinx his death? He was bound to die the second he was introduced as a non-playable character. Let's be so for real right now. Given that the guards let you in, it means Collins is fine with whatever you do. Seems so. After all, he needs us to maintain this Omega weapon, but there doesn't seem to be a reason to turn it on. Ever since Luna woke up, she has not put up any resistance despite her indifference, providing Yara with the data he needs for the new specialized frame. No. There are still plenty of reasons. Please make sure it's working properly, Karenina. He's so scared. Actually, he treats Luna the way Lamia treats Luna. All his fear is the fear of the unknown. No one knows when the gentle girl before them will turn into a bloodthirsty monster. Yeah, be afraid. Be very afraid. Seriously, why did you take this job if you're so afraid? Because he got kidnapped here, that's why. Because the person using this frame is someone I knew. I want to do my absolute best for her. Right, you might know her too. Yara opens up the list of testers for the new specialized frame, and the first and only person on it is none other than Liv of Grey Raven. My Liv! My Livy Liv. Liv? I thought the Grey Ravens were still on the surface. Why would she... They're trying to get Liv and her commandant back to Babylonia so that they can perform adaptation on her while treating that commandant. Liv will need to connect to her commandant when she switches her frame. But if commandant doesn't wake up in time... Karenina remembers from previous files that without a commandant with high adaptability to stabilize the mind of the new specialized frame, The user of the new specialized frame will suffer from unknown mind illnesses and die within 3 hours at the latest. Liv, does she know about that? He does, and she's doing it anyway. Yara nods solemnly, answering Karenina's question. For the people with her, for the entire humankind, she still chooses to become this necessary sacrifice. She hasn't changed at all, not hesitating to put others before herself. Yara takes out a small bullet shell from his pocket, once a symbol of his cowardice. It now gives him courage. So I'm gonna do my best to help. After all, it's rare to work on something righteous like this in Kurono. Yara scratches his head as he closes his terminal before leaving Karenina behind, telling her he needs to submit some reports to data analytics. Is that a necessary sacrifice? Karenina knows that no one wants to sacrifice anyone willingly, but there is no other way. We cannot help it. Humanity is simply facing an impossible choice. If it were not for Liv, it would have been Lucia, Bianca, the Great Raven Commandant, or even Karenina herself. Still, Karenina cannot help but think that this sacrifice is her fault, or the fault of all humankind. They are weak, they have been weak, so they need to sacrifice someone in exchange for hope. Humans have always been like this. There has never been progress without sacrifice. Actually, I think it would be nice if Karen became friends with Luna, you know? 2 white-haired girls in pigtails. Karenina almost forgets that there's still a frightening presence in this laboratory. She looks up at the speaking Luna. Enveloped in dim blue light, the girl in white looks ethereal. And Luna is voiced by, like, the OG tsundere, Rei Kukimiya. She might get along with Karen. Countless humans stand at the crossroad of choice, sacrificing the fated few, surviving due to the science built upon absolute rationality. Right as you say. You are also one of the few sacrificed in the name of science, aren't you? To be fair, I think all constructs were sacrifices made in the name of science. Except Lamia, I guess. They turned her into a construct, mostly to, like, give her a chance to survive. Karenina remembers what Colin said. Luna only became a corrupted because the construct technology back then was flawed, and Karenina's grandfather was the one responsible for the theories on construct tech. It doesn't matter to me anymore. Like what that man said, I was simply unfortunate. Luna is in her depressed era, isn't she? Nothing gives her joy or sadness anymore. She's in her clinical depression era. Perhaps Luna does not care about what will happen to her anymore. Be it an unjust fate or the consequences of her actions, Luna cannot go back and choose another path. But what does that mean to you? The culmination of absolute rationality is now in the palm of your hand. Can it bring hope without requiring sacrifices? When Karenina was very young, living in the slums where hunger and death strained the air, she also tried to be a well-mannered child and fit in with others. No matter how hard she tried, however, it always ended in a fight. Oh yeah, she used to be like a little gangster. Karenina used to wonder about the similarities between her and science, if its development and her constant brawls were simply a curse of destruction, destroying nature, the earth, and eventually themselves. No, my queen. Side note, did you see Luna's affection story? Not yet. I actually plan on, like, reacting to all the affection stories at once after I've caught up with everything. You know, I'll react to all of the official PGR videos and also all of the affection stories. Karen, look, it's a full moon tonight. It's been exactly 29 days and 12 hours since the last one. No, it's 29 days, 12 hours, and 43 minutes. I used to be able to do this. Like, I used to be able to just know exactly how much time has passed. And even if I was wrong, it was, like, just off by 1 minute. Damn. What was I eating back then? Like, what was it that made me able to do this? I can't do this anymore. I used to be, like, so accurate with the time. I didn't really understand what was going on. You got so mad when I didn't remember the exact time, Grandpa. Is it? Haha, I've forgotten. But it's no matter. Karen can remember what I forgot, can't you? Right, let me tell you about the stories with the moon and the rabbits before I forget. Once there was a bunch of happy rabbits. Grandpa, why aren't you mad? I had a fight with someone again today. Is fighting other people fun for you, Karen? he's just like, as long as you're having fun, do whatever you want. Fighting It hurts where I got hit, and my fist hurts hurts when I punch. But I can't hold back even knowing that. They say I only know how to fight and destroy. I'm just as mad as you. How boring. Let's look at the moon instead. That's way more interesting. Alright, pop quiz. Do you know how the moon was formed, Karen? I think it was because, like, a big meteor or asteroid, I don't know the difference, something, like, collided with Earth and a really, really long time ago. And then all of the, like, debris, like, came together and formed the moon or something. Pretty sure. This dude looks... He looks like he's having a blast. That's what he looks like. The moon, wasn't it always there? Of course not. Once upon a time, yeah, a meteor. A giant meteor clashed with the Earth, and poof, a massive chunk of the Earth got separated before becoming the moon. Yeah, the debris from the collision got together because of gravity and shit and became the moon. So the land we're standing on was once connected to the moon up there. Haha, you got that right. There would be no moon without destruction. Isn't that something? So destruction itself isn't inherently a bad thing, you see. And it's not just the moon. The theory says that the universe was just a lifeless singularity before it exploded and created everything beautiful. So the greatest power of all is actually explosions. Hey, Daedara. This is what Daedara would have been if he managed to survive to old age. Looks like a crazy person. Because he is! Oh, I see. Alright, on to the next question. Hold on, Grandpa, I'm not ready. You look so happy there. Scientific discoveries always accompany uncertainties. Perhaps, like the development of zero-point energy, they will bring about endless disasters and create many necessary sacrifices, like you. He looks like you have traded too much garlic bread. Just happy and high. Karenina smiles, meeting Luna's gaze. Perhaps we aren't strong enough yet, and our best researchers are as naive as the children who wonder about the moon. But the knowledge we amass is not for nothing. One day, we will transform science's destructive power into a new hope. Luna cannot help but smile. This is the first time she feels human to Karenina. Unwilling to give up hope, you're as stubborn as my sister. Oh, does Karen know that this is Lucia's sister? Does she know? Lucia and the others are still fighting on the surface. I'm not gonna lose to them. The warriors' battle is coming to an end, but the engineers' fight is just about to start. So she does know? I mean, she brought up Lucia. Does she know? Alright. Let me drink again. Roland! Yeah, I think it means something along the lines of explosions are amazing. Who can doubt that in times to come, when the true history of my famous deeds comes to light, the wise man who compiles them, when he begins to recount my first sally so early in the day, oh my god, I don't know what you're saying, will write in this manner. No sooner had... What are you saying, Roland? No sooner had Rubicund Apollo spread over the face of the wide and spacious earth the golden strands of his beauteous hair, no sooner had diminutive... I'm not reading this. Who forsaking the soft... Oh my god, stop, Roland. Flipping the page, he finds the rest of the notebook blank. The rough pencil marks coming to an end. The fate of the notebook's owner is unknown, much like the rest of the story transcribed. Explosions are wonderful. Yeah, that's it. Subarashi. Roland turns around and looks at the scorched earth behind him. Perhaps a group of hetero creatures or some powerful corrupted swept across this crimson land, destroying everything but this small notebook. Finding a burnt tree hunk, Roland sits down and tears off a piece of blank paper from the book. After some thought, he quietly places a small object above the paper before folding it. A girl walks out of the shadow, curious about how Roland keeps folding the paper in his hand. Is it you, Cinderelic? It is. What are you doing? Roland smiles and gives the paper one final press before standing it up on a burnt branch in front of him. It's an origami rabbit. No, I can't do origami. I wish I could, but I just don't have the patience. I can't just sit down and do that And just focus. Can't you tell? It's a rabbit. Do you know what a rabbit is? Do they not have rabbits in PGR? So you guys don't have garlic or rabbits? Cinderella looks at the paper bunny and frowns. I know what it is, but is this a rabbit? I think I did a pretty good job. It's small and white with big eyes and long ears. Isn't it adorable? My boy, chapter 16. EX05 hidden or over. Stop poeming already. You're not Shakespeare. Stop it. Roland, the scar of PTR. Oh my god. He... Damn. Actually, yeah, he is as dramatic as Scar. And, you know, the Lion King is kind of loosely based off of a Shakespearean play. Adorable. How can a creature so weak be adorable? I don't understand why you made it. Roland stands up from his tree trunk and stretches. It rhymes. Hey, maybe I was bored. Cinderella has no idea what the man before her is thinking, but she does not need to know. It was Mister's idea to keep him with them, and Mister is never wrong. Mister is looking for you. Come, he told me it's your reward. Oh, are we getting to see Nugget? I feel like it's been so long since we've actually seen him on screen. Roland's gaze shifts just a little bit, his expression remaining the same as if he is performing the role he's always been playing with ease. Someone whose thought is inscrutable. 10 times better than Scar, to be fair. How dare you? Scar is an icon, okay? Oh, well then. I should probably go and claim it quickly. Are we talking about Lion King Scar or like Full Metal Alchemist Scar? Because Roland is definitely more like one than the other. Following Cinderella, Roland takes one last look at the origami rabbit on the branch before he departs this wasteland, and he retracts his mocking smile. I'm counting on you, Lady White Rabbit. Mister, I brought him here. The man facing away from Cinderella is looking at the night sky, seemingly deep in thought. Hearing her, he nods and turns around. He's thinking of Chrome and his support requests. And Christopher both in one. Oh, Wuwa Scar. Oh, okay. I thought you meant like Lion King Scar, you know, because of the whole Shakespeare connection. Never mind then. I think I did play Wuwa up to the point I met Scar, but like I never actually got to the part in the story where they give Scar any kind of meaningful character development, so I wouldn't know. I'll trust you guys on this. Hello, Mr. Vonnegut. It seems like you haven't forgotten our deal. Of course not. Fair exchange is key to any partnership. Your work has earned you your reward. Oh, he's giving Roland his bonus already. Roland smiles and gives Vonnegut the gentleman's bow. Don't mention it. It was what I do best. Still, I can't help but wonder about the two monsters created by the Hedro Hive Mother. It took so much effort, but Babylonia's new weapon seems to have kept them at bay. That is arguably the best answers humans can come up with, given how desperate they are. After all, they do possess an ace up their sleeve. Yeah, I mean, even though the twins were defeated, they weren't killed, so, you know, I feel like the punishing virus is still winning at this point. Vonnegut looks at Roland, awaiting his reaction. Huh, so they have Luna with them. That would explain why they didn't kill her. The secrets one can learn from an agent are too valuable. He doesn't get any. I actually missed nothing, okay. But they certainly haven't learned all of them. Otherwise, they wouldn't have created that imperfect construct. But the more they learn, the closer they are to their demise. Roland shrugs, unconcerned. He leans on a random tree that looks steady enough, asking the questions he cares about the most while pretending to be indifferent. So, our dearest Luna, where is she? It feels like Roland is a little too nonchalant about Luna being in the hands of the humans. Roland, do you not care about your queen? Vonnegut seems to have expected Roland's question, and he has an answer prepared. Luna is kept by humans in a place we can see but cannot touch. What is that? A riddle? I wasn't expecting you to make it difficult for me. Wait a minute. Roland quickly realizes that what Vonnegut said was not a riddle, but a fact. A fact Roland sees every day but ignores. Roland looks to the sky. The moon shines, casting light on his face. The moon. Luna is on the moon? Well, her name is Luna. Pleased, Vonnegut nods and turns his gaze towards the moon as well. She is currently locked inside Babylonia's lunar base. There was once a research center for Babylonia's main engine. And now, people have restarted the zero-point reactor there, using it to create the Omega weapons that are lethal to the punishing virus. Roland rubs his chin and ponders. He glances towards Cinderelic on the other side. On the side, bleh, can't read, and smirks, having come up with an idea. The idea is to throw Cinderelic at the moon and hope that she makes it. I don't know how you found out about this information. Yeah, how did she find out? Was it Murray again? Is he playing quadruple agent now? And I have no way to prove it. If you say Luna was under the Mariana Trench, I wouldn't be able to go there either. Isn't that right? Mister won't lie to you. If he says she's on the moon, then Luna is on the moon. As for how you get there, I don't know. That's your problem. Cinderella takes a look at Vonnegut, and he nods in return. Voodoo. Ah, maybe you should explain. That's right, Voodoo can fly. Right as he says that, a large shadow shrouds the three of them above their heads. The figure who eventually lands in is the transcendent Voodoo. Loki found an abandoned city 20 kilometers to the east, where quite many Babylonian soldiers were gathering, after catching a soldier to investigate. Oh. To played with him until he spilled his secret, then bled. Voodoo's voice suddenly becomes metallic and sharp. There seems to be some form of personality breakdown due to the mind defect of a humanoid hybrid construct. There is an intact space shuttle underneath the ruins of that city. Those people are trying to board it to return to Babylonia. I believe that model is capable of traveling to the moon. I mean, well, not Nanami. The Church of Machina also has that. Can't you guys, like, rent it or something? Nugget really looks pissed at Roland. Nugget looks like that all the time. It's just his resting bitch face. I see. If we can get to that ship first, we could easily go for a joyride to the moon. Vonnegut turns back towards Roland. Roland cannot tell how Vonnegut feels underneath his mask. Luna is currently blocked by the Ascension Network. She has lost the power of an agent, but not her status as one. It is a most peculiar situation. You jealous, Roland? Huh? Luna can still stay as an agent despite putting in the least effort? Her survival has certainly given humans an opportunity to cheat, which would hinder the Ascension Network. That is why I want you to rescue Luna from the humans, and if she can't be saved... You trust Roland to kill Luna if necessary? Really? Roland? Vonnegut looks at Cinderella, signaling her to take out the prepared sealed case. Luna cannot be allowed to exist. Not her body, not her mind, not even the idea of her. Roland takes the case and opens it. Inside, he finds a container that is filled with crimson liquid, a slice of constantly mutating pale flesh submerged within. This is the remaining stem cell of the heterohive mother. Oh, who birthed twins. It can grow infinitely by devouring all kinds of matter and energy. An unexpected byproduct, I'd say. It's not very intelligent, but it can tell friends from foes when controlled. That's good enough. You want me to use this thing to remove Luna? We're gonna inject Luna with a mysterious substance, the way Himeko injected, the Hersher of the Void injected Kiana to save her? You're correct. When you believe you cannot save her, or... Vonnegut's golden pupils stare straight at Roland as he stresses his remaining words. Cosplaying as Nugget is easy, but really hot. Yeah, it would be, huh? I mean, he's got gloves, and it looks like he's got, what, at least 3 layers? And that mask looks like it's, a little hard to breathe through if it's metal. When you believe Luna as an agent is no longer worth saving. Roland chuckles, putting the container back inside before holding the case. When do I leave, then? Roland asks Vonnegut, pretending to sound casual, but he's surprised to find Voodoo answering him. No I, we. Ah, so Voodoo will be there, just in case Roland can't do it, I guess. The white origami rabbit stands out in its charred surroundings. A hand gently... Oh, Alpha, probably! A hand gently lifts and carefully unfolds it, revealing the microscopic level of an vessel of an encrypted message inside the paper. Alpha! The message is quickly read through. The vessel is then gently crushed by the hand, becoming one with the ashes on the ground. She crushed that paper so hard it turned to ash. She glances in the direction where the somewhat fresh footprints disappear before making her way east in haste. Meanwhile, the unfolded origami is placed back onto the branch, its form once again a rabbit. But perhaps... I thought she turned it to ash. It's a rabbit again? But perhaps the folds will never look as they once were. Okay, I think this is a good place to stop, actually. So, next time we can look forward to Alpha and Roland and Voodoo coming to the moon. Luna, I think, is definitely going to try something. So is Collins and Karen and Teddy. Well, Karen, Teddy, and Yara will probably just have to react and try to survive. So, yeah, that's actually a good setup for next stream then. How much have I done? 20%! Okay, this is going to be a long one, boys. But that's fine. That means more Karen.
Take better care of yourself.
The Karen music.
For so long.
Karen! Karen! Should I pull for her? No, I'll wait. But later. I'll wait until after. Wait until after the chapter. Be patient. Be patient, Kasha. Inside the origami was a smaller paper. Alright, there's good night, Rojak and Nexus and Mike if you're still there. Spirit and Hound, if you're also still there, thank you again for joining me. Micro, I hope you have a good rest of your day. You too, Mike and Rojak, have a good rest of your day. Everyone else, have a good night's sleep. Take good care of yourselves, everyone. Take care. Thank you again for joining me. Sticks, you too. Sticks and Spirit, thank you again. Bye. I'll see you guys for more Karenina tomorrow. Thank you, everyone. Have a good day. Have a good night. 5 years meta investment. 5 years of Karen. And later. I'll pull for her later, I promise. Alright, thank you again, everyone. Bye, Nexus. Thank you for sticking around for next time then, in that case. Thank you. See you. It was fun sundering. Bye.